Hey guys, RC McConnelly 8 here, and what you see is the LRP Flowworks team speed control and LRP X20 motor, 6.5 turn modified motor combo. I purchased this off Tower Hobbies. I just got it in this week. Don't see many videos on this setup, so I figured I'd do an unboxing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm going to go over the motor here first. Now the motor, like I said, 6.5 turn, which is equivalent to a 5200 kV turn, or kV motor. Let's see what we got in here. Now, I've read some reviews. Obviously, a lot of the pro racers use this setup, so it's proven, as it states right on the cover, as the World Championship technology. And here she is. Really nice. It's got the censored port in the back. It's angled. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Maybe because when it's bolted in, it ends up getting a turn to the side, so they angled the sensor port there for easier connection. Now this style has the little bit different style soldering points for the motor. It's got the the U-cups instead of the flat spades that you see on like the Tikins and stuff. We'll see how she works out. Fairly nice. Other than the motor, I think it comes with some instructions. Looks like replacement clips here for the censored port. The manual, of course, which does anybody look at this? I don't think so. And then your blue is better LRP decals. So that's the motor. Now let's let's get into the fun stuff here with the Flowworks team. Now the difference between the Flowworks team and just the Flow ESC is this allows you to go down to, I think, a 3.5 turn motor versus the regular Flow only gives you to 9.5. It's something like that. That's the difference. Everything else seems to be the same. All the different options and settings that they have for the ESCs are the same for both. It's just the turn rating, and I don't know if it says it on the side here or not. Don't see anything on there. So let's open her up. Break that quality seal that I have on there. As soon as you open it up, looks like Monica has carefully tested and packed this product. Little label there to let you know who did that for you. As soon as you pull her out, it's got the wires, which I like, is already soldered in for you. I like that a lot because sometimes messing with the soldered wires can be a pain in the butt. So, all you have to do is trim and cut your wires to your length and just solder them to the motor. Here's your resistor, and they put it on the little bit longer wires to get it away from the heat of the ESC. Nice design, very nice quality. It's a heavy because of the wires, but it's firm build. It's not, it doesn't feel cheap. It's got your buttons on the front and your port there for the fan, port in the back for the censored motor, a little bit longer cord, braided cord for your switch, which is nice. It looks like it's pretty long enough. Receiver cable there. Very nice. Usually went with Tekin stuff, and I decided to try something different, try something that's been proven on the track. This definitely has been proven on the track with many pro drivers, and just wanted to see how it performed in my B44.3. That's where I will be installing it. Now you get the pack with the fan, the censored cable, 8-inch I believe, your zip ties, your screws for your fan, and then the blue is better decals again. Looks like you get the black in this pack, and then your manual. So, oh, and your receiver or ESC tape there. That's pretty much it. Yeah, basic unveiling. So here's the setup installed in my B44.3. Let me just connect this here. ESC fits nicely. It is a smaller ESC, but as you can see, there is very little clearance between the motor, or I'm sorry, the ESC wires and the gear there in the middle differential. It's still a tight fit. These 10th scale buggies don't give you much room to put your electronics and stuff in there. Now, the B44 is definitely one of the better kits for allowing more room. The Durango, wow, that would be interesting. Putting this receiver in that Durango probably wouldn't work. But nevertheless, I've got my wires, pretty short. I'm running the saddle pack, so the motor is mounted on this side. It fits in there nice and snug, and I have already tried just a quick test down the road. She's quick. I've got a little bit of timing on the motor, not much. Drag brake is all the way up to 40%. Now, I like, me personally, and on my track, my local track, I like a lot of drag brake. That's just the way I drive. I don't know why everybody seems to be like, oh man, I don't understand how you can drive that. And I will say that this ESC 40% drag brake is nothing. I would expect a lot more, in my opinion. The Tekin one I did have in here, I only had it, I want to say it was either 15 or 20%, and that was a lot. This at 40% doesn't even come close to the drag brake. And also the regular brakes. Now, I did go into my radio settings, and I bumped everything up, and my brakes are a little better. It didn't seem to change the drag brake that much. But all in all, it's a really good, it's really easy to install. It's really easy to adjust the settings. Now, because of the wires, the way they are, I cannot get my fan mounted on here, which is a bummer. I may, if she's running hot in the future, redo everything so that I can put the fan on there and see how it does. But I haven't been able to test it on the track yet to get an actual reading as far as how the temps are going to be and if she's shutting off. But she is extremely quick down the straightaway with the 6.5 turn motor. Like I said, very little timing done to it. I'm running a 26 pinion. I can probably even go down to more. Might go down to a 23. We'll see. I'm going to experiment with the different types to see what the motor's doing and how it's reacting. But I'm not going to say I'm disappointed with the system, because it's a very nice setup. Everything is exactly what I wanted, except for the drag brake. And of course, this is a race setup, so there is no reverse. You have no option to give it reverse or anything of this nature. So if you want reverse, do not buy this setup. I was hoping that maybe they threw reverse in there just for the people that aren't serious racers, because it did not state when I purchased it. It did not state in the specs that it did have reverse. So that was a gamble on my part. But even though it's still really, really, really nice. I'll try to post a video of it actually on the track performance and put that up for you guys so you can see. Any questions, just leave them below. And I appreciate the views, and I hope it was helpful for you. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.